This video is part of a series of SSIS tutorial videos created by COZYROC. In this video, I will show you how to configure a package that reads data from an XML file and writes it to an Excel file. Here's the XML file that we're going to be using as the source for this demonstration. And it contains composite objects, and what that means is that we have two parts to invoices in here. We have the main information about the customer, and then we have the invoice line items, which there could be any number of invoice line items associated with any invoice. In this demo, we're just going to be working with the main invoice information about the customer. And there you can see the location of the XML file. And then we're going to be writing it into an Excel file. And here's that file. It already has the column header names in here. We'll close that. Now we'll go over to Visual Studio. And I'm going to start by setting up the connection manager. So I right mouse clicked there and selected New Connection. Then we choose Excel. I'm going to browse to find that Excel file that we'll use as the destination. We'll leave the defaults here, and then we click OK. And now I'll drag the Dataflow task onto the control flow canvas, and I'll double click on it to go over to the Dataflow canvas. I'm going to scroll down to find the XML source component. And I'll double click on it to open the editor. And we'll browse to find that file I just showed you. And there it is. It's called XML source file. And then we don't already have an XSD file set up, so I just click on Generate XSD. And then I tell it to go ahead and store it in the same folder where the XML file is. I want to go show you what's in that XSD file now. I'll open it with Notepad, and there you can see it contains this schema that has all the information about the file that we're going to be using as the source. Stay tuned to see how I complete the configuration of the package and execute it.
Do you need to sort large amounts of data that can't be sorted using the standard sort? How many times has the standard sort component failed you when sorting more than 2 gigabytes of data? With COZYROC's Sort Plus component, you can sort any amount of data and any number of records. It's free for testing and development and provides the same set of capabilities like the standard sort component, and yet it does so much more. It's not limited by the amount of available RAM, also can accept multiple inputs, and all processing is done in parallel, using a configurable number of threads. COZYROC's Sort Plus provides optimal utilization of your server's resources, sorting very large amounts of data in a reasonable time. Download the Sort Plus component now. COZYROC SSIS Plus is free for testing and development within Visual Studio.
Now we'll go over to the columns, and there it's giving us warnings about all the columns, and they don't have a length, so it's setting a maximum length of 255 for each of these columns. And I'll just click on OK. And it turns out what it's showing us are the columns for the invoice line items, and what we actually want to look at are the invoice columns. And here you can see them. Now close that, and we'll find the Excel destination component, drag that onto the canvas, and I'll connect the arrow from the source to the destination, and then I select the output called invoice. Again, this is just the customer information. And then the input is Excel destination input. I'll double click on the Excel destination to open the editor. It's already chosen our Excel connection manager. And then I'll select the name of the sheet, and I'll click on mappings, and everything got mapped successfully. Click on OK to close the editor. And I'll save the package and we'll execute it. And it was successful. I'll stop debugging. And we'll go take a look at the Excel file with the results. And there's all the information about the 4 customers that was in the XML source file. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to follow us on social media, here's how you can do that.